folks, we do have a special surprise for you tonight. We have someone here without whom many of the movies, and perhaps the most important movie we're going to see here tonight, would not be possible. Please put your hands together for one of the directors of Avengers Infinity War, Anthony Russo!
So sweet. It's amazing. Thank you all for being here. I mean, what a thrill this is. You've been watching a lot of the Marvel movies that you've known and loved, and you're about to see one that you hopefully will come to know and love. I can't thank the LCAP enough for doing this, having a marathon like this. It's so wonderful. I remember when we released Civil War, they did a marathon. They did all the Cap movies up until Civil War, and they made up a special marquee with a little icon from every single film. And I took a photograph of that, and it's been my screensaver on my iPad ever since. It's named after our favorite Marvel character. How wonderful is that?
So I have to know. You've been part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a long time now. What was your first day on Winter Soldier like compared to your last day on Infinity War? What were those feelings like?
Oh man, that's a great question. You know, I think when our first day on Winter Soldier, I mean, look, my brother and I have been fans of these characters our whole lives. You know, I remember very distinctly when I saw the very first Iron Man movie. And like all of you, at that moment I became like a part of the MCU. And so the movies have been very important. So for Joe and I to get the opportunity to become a part as filmmakers was an incredible dream come true for us. And we took it very, very seriously. We had an immense amount of passion. I mean, we approached that movie like it was the most incredible opportunity we've ever had in our lives, which I think it was. And I think by the time we got to this film, I think we became very, very comfortable and felt like a part of the Marvel family. And I think that was probably the major difference. Not that we were ever made to feel unwelcome at the beginning, but we were certainly the new people to the table. And until we, delivered that film, I don't know that we were, that was a threshold for us in terms of becoming a part of the Marvel family.
Awesome. Yeah. Now this film is, as a comic book fan, as a movie fan, this film feels like a dream come true because you get to see so many of these characters you've been wanting to meet for 10 years now, finally get to cross paths. What was one of the pairings that you had the most fun directing that fans maybe haven't seen before?
No spoilers.
Yeah. Look, they're in the trailers.
They're in the trailers. Look, there were so many. That's the hard part. I mean, certainly. You're going to see many of them. Certainly the combination between Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth was very special. There's so many mixes that are interesting, but one thing my brother and I really love, and this is not a spoiler, but it's something that's pre-existing, but something that was special to us in this film. It's like we love it. We love complicated villains. We love when the hero has a very intimate relationship with that villain. That was one thing that excited us so much about Winter Soldier and that we ran at, is that intimate relationship between Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes and the complexity of him becoming his enemy. In this movie, there are two children of Thanos, Gamora and Nebula. And we really valued those relationships, and hopefully we explore them in a way that you end up liking in this film.
Awesome. I have one last question for you. I think a lot of people have read that there's an Arrested Development Easter egg somewhere. You don't have to tell us where, but is there maybe either that or another Easter egg that fans should keep their eyes out for?
Joe and I tend to alternate between Community and Arrested Development in terms of our Easter egg. This one, we have said already that there is an Arrested Easter egg in this. We won't tell you where it is or what it is, but I will say this. For the people who have seen the movie already, no one has mentioned it. So, you know, we debated quite a bit about, oh, is it too subtle? Is it too bold? Should we, you know, it's like, we tried to massage it so it was kind of just right. So apparently we made it sufficiently subtle because nobody's mentioned it. Maybe somebody here will see it today.
So this time you really can be first in the YouTube comment section of life. So good luck out there. Anthony, thank you so much for being here tonight. I think these folks are ready to see the movie they've been waiting for, Avengers: Infinity War.